What's up, friends? Welcome to Culture Drop. I'm Galen. I'm wearing boxing gloves. Why? Because today is about conflict, a little reframe mindset around conflict at work and like also in life. Oh, what's up now? What's up now? I don't know, this is fun. Okay, do the intro, let's go. Okay, so this is just kind of a quick hit for anybody who has ever, had conflict at work, which is all of us, or been human. So here's the deal. I can't take credit for this because I don't remember when I first heard this many, many years ago, but it's just a reframing about conflict that I think is really, really productive and a nice visual. And that is this idea that if you have conflict with somebody else, which is common for conflict to exist, it can be productive and positive even though there's conflict happening. But a thing that I think is important to remember is we think of conflict a lot of times as battle, like me against you. If you and I have conflict together, it's like me against you, trying to win, trying to like fight against you, and one person wins, one person loses. And I think it's really nice to reframe that, to think of when I have conflict with somebody else, it is me and that person against the problem. So instead of like a boxing ring with you and me in it, like fighting each other and trying to win at conflict, instead to reframe and think of it as it is you and I in this boxing ring against this problem. Like you and I together are working to overcome this challenge and fix this problem. And also I know that the challenging part is like, but what if the problem is that we don't like each other, which is common at work, right? In the workplace, you're not gonna be best friends and love every single person that you work with. And so what if the problem in your working relationship is that like you don't like each other? You have very different communication styles, you come from different places, and like the problem is like a personality conflict. I don't like anything about this person. And I think that is still okay, that it still applies here. Because if you and I have to work together and the problem or challenge is that like we don't really like each other, we don't connect, whatever reason it is still you and I against that problem. The problem is that we don't necessarily get along, but how can we solve that together? How can we still have a positive working relationship and be productive and like work for this company and get our work done and still collectively overall be successful despite the fact that like you and I don't necessarily jive? And I think it still works in that context to say like the problem is that we don't necessarily get along, we have different communication styles, etc. But even approaching that and using that language with somebody else to say, look, we don't necessarily get along here, but I see it like, how can we together work together to overcome that challenge and still be productive, still work together and make this working relationship work? So just a quick reframe around conflict, but I think it's really productive and framing it up that way, even in the conversation with someone else. It's like, hey, I don't see this as you against me. I see that as the two of us against this specific thing that we're trying to overcome together as a team, instead of feeling like we're battling each other. So I really like that. I think it's positive and productive and just sort of puts a different kind of spin on navigating conflict, which exists all the time. Okay, great. I love you. Go be awesome. Oh, what's up now, baby? Let's go. Oh, what? You, huh? It's weird sitting down. I feel sitting down and wearing boxing gloves feels weird because I want to like dance around, a little stuff. Okay, good. This is Carrie's idea. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have our weekly email list, The Culture Drop. You can subscribe to that and get these emails right in your inbox. Follow our social media channels. Put out a lot of free content around being more awesome and building great teams.